Hi, boys and girls, little artists everywhere. We are going to start an alphabet book today. And when you get through with your 26 letters that you draw along with me, you will have a wonderful, wonderful alphabet book, and you can teach your younger siblings or maybe some neighbors or cousins or family members or friends all about what you learned from the alphabet. And they can start on their reading journey too. So we're going to start with the letter A. And you all know that the A is a special letter because it makes two distinct sounds, and every word has at least one of these, and that is a vowel. It's a vowel sound, the letter A. A, E, I, O, U, and then sometimes Y is a vowel too. So we're going to start by making our letter A, and I couldn't think of any color to go with the letter A, so I just wore an apricot color. An apricot is like a small peach. And so we'll draw one of those in a minute. But the A, as I do my A, I'm going to do my capital uppercase A with its two slanted straight lines coming down, and then the crossbar, what I call a crossbar. And then I'm just going to kind of fill it in so it's a little bit thicker. And then you all know that the lower A, lowercase a, is a small letter. It fits between the baseline that you write all your letters on and the middle line, so not as tall as the letter A. And I'm going to do my lower A like a ball, big circle with the little side thing on it. You can put a little curly Q on it. Maybe that's how you've learned it, or however you'd like. That got a little small, but there you go. And then sometimes when you're reading, you'll actually see an A, and the font is made it kind of fancy, and it looks kind of like this. So just know that that also is a fancy A. Now it's small, so you don't confuse it with a D. See, a D would be a taller letter. All right, and now because the A has two sounds, I'm just going to draw a line right down the middle so that we can put what's called the long A sound, where the A says its name, A, and the short letter where it says A. And I remember that the A is like an apple. So I'm going to start by taking my red crayon and drawing an apple down at the bottom of my page. I'm just going to make it a red apple, but you could make it a green apple or a yellow apple or whatever kind of apple you want to draw. And then I'm going to give it a green stem, and that's going to help me remember that that short A sound is the A sound. And as we're drawing, I'm then going to go to an apron, an apron that comes over your neck. And that, if you notice that, it says apron, A. So that's the letter making its own sound, its own name. So I'm going to draw an apron up here, give it a few pockets. I just grabbed my red. What color is your apron going to be? There's my little things you might want to decorate yours up and make it plaid or make it polka dot or whatever you would like to add to your apron to make it nice and colorful. All right, how many of you have ever heard about an abacus? Do you hear the apple? This is an abacus, and you can see that each thing has 10 beads. It's a good way that they counted things back before electronics. So an abacus. So that goes at the top of my grid, and I'm just going to draw a quick little abacus with some beads on it. I'm not going to even count out the 10 beads, but that is the most important part about an abacus, is that each rod has 10 beads to make the system work easily, which is what our math numbers do. All right, now we're going to draw, how about a boat's anchor? Anchor. Okay, that's going to go at the bottom. I'm just going to make it blue. It's going to have a rope coming through it, and it is what holds the boat in place. It grabs onto the bottom of the lake or the ocean, and causes the boat to stay still, so an anchor. All right, let's think of another one. How about an alligator? All right, I'm going to grab my green, and down there at the bottom, I'm going to make alligator. And while I'm drawing that alligator with a big tail, you noticed that I put that the A makes 3 sounds. Can anybody think of what the other sound is that it sometimes makes? I'm putting some big teeth on my alligator. That is the sound. Now that's really the short U, but sometimes in our speech we get lazy and we might say, I'm going to a friend's house. And that's all it is. I'm going to a friend's house. And it should be, I'm going to a friend's house. So if you ever get confused about that, that is why that A, you have to stop and think, because a lot of times we get lazy in our speech in the English language, and that causes us to do that. All right, let's see. What else have we got for an A? How about, what's your favorite animal? Animal. Wow, we're getting a lot down here at the bottom of the page. You might want to draw a few animals so that you can make sure that you have a few of the animals so that they'll know that it's not just a little mouse or whatever it is that you're going to draw. I'm going to draw a little mouse and maybe a little cat and maybe a little bear. I'm not sure, but just some little animals there. And I think I put the abacus in the wrong place. I did. I should have put it at the bottom, but I didn't. Abacus. That's okay. How about an airplane? An airplane. Let's draw an airplane up the air. I hear the A there. So I'm going to draw an airplane going across the top, and I'm going to draw a little arrow that my abacus should go at the bottom. There we go. I've got my airplane with its windows and its wings and the place where the pilot sits. I just made it with a gray. Maybe I'll put some other colors on it too, just to make it nice and colorful. I'll use some blue on the tail wing and maybe on the edge of the wings. All right, so there's my airplane. How about an arrow? An arrow. All right, I'm just going to grab... See what color have I not used? How about a green? Another green for the top. An arrow. And that is going to be my A page. You are probably going to think of some more wonderful things for you to draw. Maybe an arm or an armchair or, oh, I'm not sure, anything that you can think of that starts with an A. All right, boys and girls. Look for your next video to be, of course, be the letter B. And there is my A and A and A page. Until next time, keep smiling and happy drawing and be kind to one another.